Okay, so
Yes, sir.
congratulations, you've all been hired by the Midnight Crew, and as you've done so, you are coming into the fray. You have been hiked over across the city, where there is tons of gang wars all the time, and there's different gangs and different mafias in this city. You have come to know that you need to be in this bar at this time, someplace, to be hired by whoever. You're all at the front gate of the door in which you can enter in. So if you see on the owlbear map, you can see that inside this bar, you see there's a whole host of a menagerie of people. Some are drinking, there's two bartenders, a bard, a pet dragon, and two knights duking it out with an arm wrestle that's about to break a table. You guys can move your tokens and such. What would you like to do?
I mean, I guess Kay will probably just walk in and just take a seat here. Honestly, they cross their legs and they just read a little book to themselves, as the entertainment seems to already started with the table almost breaking over there.
So Callum is the character's name?
Calum.
Lucky, what would you like to do?
I would probably just like to go up to the bar and grab a drink, watching these people possibly break the table in half.
Move your token.
I am dumb. Where is it? Why can't I see anything?
Are you in the owlbear thing?
I am dumb. How do I join it?
You just click it, the link. Remember in the OOC, it's right there. Just click the link on top.
Oh, I didn't see it yet. Thank you.
Okay, so you're in. Now,
It's just loading. Sorry.
I'll move you. If you're sitting on a bar, what do you want to get?
Whatever's cheapest, honestly.
So you see in front of you there's an automaton named Steep. As he kind of like rolls over to you on his like little wheel, and grabs a cup, pulling a pipe out of his chest and pouring you what appears to be a blackish gray liquid, and he sets it on the table to you.
Delicious.
It's alcoholic oil.
Vile. I mean,
It'll cost you a half copper piece.
perfect.
Because you cannot give a half copper piece, he instead gives you two of the same drink.
Oh.
He then pours the other one into the same glass, pouring it into a bigger glass. It is thick and viscous as you see it running down the side of a glass like molasses, coating and clinging onto it for dear life, as if it's an orphan going away from their family.
Still completely disgusting.
He
That's
hands
what I
it-
asked for.
He swings it over to you and it does not move whatsoever.
Oh.
Would you like to take a sip?
Yes.
As you push the glass back and try to take a sip, it does not move. It is stationary like a solid piece. Just solid. And you try to go to try to take a sip from it, nothing happens. As you stick your tongue into the drink, you taste putrid decomposition of your own brethren. And then slight alcohol twang, because, you know. Volgan?
Vile.
That's how I'm going to call you, Volgan. Is that it?
Vaughn.
I was hoping it was Volgan. I like that better, but Volm.
I mean, with everything going on, I guess I'll just go to the left and take a seat over here if it's not taken.
So as you take a left and take a small seat at this small little area over here, you see there's a bunch of druids all kind of gathered around, and they're talking about mushrooms. Would you like to whisper in on their conversation?
Not not at the current moment, I would say. I would just imagine he's more just he'll just listen. He'll more listen to what he can hear and just wait for something to happen since he's supposed to be here.
All you hear them saying is mushroom over and over again. They're not saying any other words besides mushroom.
Interesting crowd.
Now what happens is you see both the knights, and he slams one arm on the table. Yes, I have won, my friend. You cannot face me ever again. So, fess up the gold. Let me see your golden palms, my friend. You know I'm good for your gold or whatever. Here's your fucking money. I win once again. You see the Yellow Knight kind of just storm out of the bar, going off, and you just see the White Knight kind of collect his pay and stick it onto his satchel. Well, Schnupp, give me a beer. You see Schnupp kind of like clank his scrap metal body over to him, and then he's taking an order. The rest of you want to do anything?
Probably still continue to try to lick the stuff out of the cup.
I'd give a very amused clap to the guy with my rubbered hands. Bravo, bravo indeed.
Callum, a shady man approaches you from the corner. He's wearing a black cloak and a long hat, kind of like a witch's hat, and he opens up his garb. Would you like to buy some wares, stranger?
I'm not particularly into the whole black market thing, probably you all call it. But sure, I'll entertain you. What do you have?
Black market? What do you mean, black market? Are you some kind of racist?
No, I'm a tabaxi.
Cats.
Good, you know what tabaxi is. Anyways, hurry up before I get bored. What do you have?
I have only my finest potions.
And I'm soother of reasonable prices, probably. Like all you beautiful people are that sell exclusive potions.
Yes, they are quite reasonably priced, and they are the bestest potions that I can master.
Can I do an insight on this guy? See if he's actually being legit.
Okay.
Alright, insight, don't fail me now. That's a 15.
What he's selling could be considered potions, although they also kind of just like food. They also just kind of look like food coloring in water in glass bottles. But you're unsure, because maybe they're even more magical than you know.
How much for the pink one?
Oh, you cannot have the pink one. It's one of my finest potions. You cannot survive such a thing.
Alright, well then, since you're such a classist of what people look like, dear fellow, which one do you think would be appropriate for me to have?
I believe you would enjoy a dried potion. And he hands you a bottle of what looks to be like a crispy liquid inside. Like a dehydrated potion. Just one glass of water and you can stir it up and make a potion.
Interesting. How much?
3 silver pieces.
Deal. And I just flick the sliver over to him.
He hands you a bottle which has a bunch of like dried chips of some kind of coloring in them. You're assuming a dehydrated potion.
Yep. I'll
Would
just
you-
put that in my inventory. I can have planned for that later.
You want to inspect it?
Yeah, I can expect it real quick. What I bought.
Bless you.
The man then disappears into the shadows.
Alright,
Mm.
what am I rolling here?
Investigation.
Investigation, you got it. 6.
He sold you paint chips in a bottle.
Yeah, I can still work with this.
Dried paint chips in a bottle. There's nothing magical about it. Unless you consider creativity magic.
The real magic is the creativity we make along the way. It will only be 3 silver, not that much.
So, Vaughn, you see a small black pawn, or a small tiny man dressed like a black pawn on like a chessboard come out to you, and he hands you a letter.
I guess I'll grab it and read it, I suppose, and I'll just go, thank you.
He then comes over to you, Callum, and hands you another letter onto the table and then walks away. Same thing to you, Lucky, where he gives it to you, but he's too short to reach the bar, so he just sticks it on one of your spikes on your tail and walks away.
Perfect.
As you all open up the letter and read it, it says, I've each invited you here today to bring upon you for the midnight crew. My name is Slick. I be seeing you because I be got in a little pond to take you where I need to go. You need to come once again to my office, and then we'll start your interview. Follow the little black squirt.
That's what it says. I guess I'll follow him.
Okay. You move your tokens.
Yep.
Yep. Let's go on and shimmy over.
So, as you all shimmy over, this will be just theater of the mind real quick, but you all enter up the stairs until you come into a front office. Where you enter the office, you see there are 4 men dressed in black suits and black caps, all with varying body sizes. You have one to the far left, which is a Herculean of a man that has a shoulder length of 4 feet. 2 feet broad on each side. He is one beefcake of a man, and you see that he has a little heart's emblem on his suit pocket. You then see a tall, lanky man who looks like he's 7 foot, very skinny, very thin, and he has one of a diamond. You then see there's a man sitting behind a desk, smoking. He has a scar on his face, going down from the top of his forehead through his eye, where he has an eye stitched shut. And you see that part of his lip is stitched as well. As he's smoking, he has a spade. And then you see there is a very short and scrawny man, about 3 foot nothing, has some kind of weird hat on, and looks a little bit incompetent, but still nonetheless, he has clubs on his suit. The middle one says with a spade, "Come in, close the door." And are you going to close the door?
Yeah, I guess so. I'll just walk in, and assuming the others do as well, I'll just close the door behind us.
Thank you. Droog, please go take care of our little friend. On it, boss. He walks over and looks at the pawn, and the pawn gives him all the letters back as they take it away from you. Thanks, little man. He then takes a pool cue and jabs it through his head, killing him instantly, and then takes it out. Okay, we're secure, boss. That's very nice of you. Now, I've invited all three of you here to be replacements of sorts in training. You see, we're getting a little too old for this business, and we need some fresh blood. But we don't want the name of the Midnight Crew going out in snuff. So, you're going to be taking our places. We got a few jobs lined up for you, and if you can manage not to fuck them up, we'll let you in nice and easy. Now, we got a few odd jobs that we had laid around, or you can just go straight to the raid. It's up to you. I should warn you, though, the enemy you're fighting is part of a temporal mafia, and they ain't nothing to sneeze at. They've been giving us trouble for years. 70 long fucking years. Now, he holds out 3 pieces of paper. I need you all to sign this contract. It says you'll be, working for us for a time being. There's consequences if you fuck up. Any questions, sweetie?
I was told that I could get good business in Eminence of Power here. Was that true? Or am I just here because as I'm going to be a slave trader?
If you do your job right, you get lots of gold. And if you do your job even better, you get the fear of the Midnight Crew behind you. And to put it in perspective for you, we're just 4 guys, and we have a whole city of motherfuckers scared of us. Why do you think that is?
I assume the power you have is quite great then. My intel was right then. I'll sign it.
Very nice. And you? He points at you, Vog.
Well,
Vaughn.
I need the cash personally, so I guess it's time to sign.
Hey boss, what about the shorty here? I think he's with him. What about you, small fry? Looks at you, Lucky.
I don't got any questions, and I doubt that we're gonna fuck up, so I'll sign it.
As all 3 of you sign it, I need you all to make me a wisdom save.
Whee!
Hooray!
Yippee! Damn, these
18.
rolls today. These rolls today aren't great. That's the 7.
Okay.
2.
It's loading for me. What'd y'all get?
I got a 7.
I got an 18.
22.
Okay, so Lucky, you're Snipes, right?
Lucky is Bazooka Nick.
Yeah.
Okay. 1 minute. Callum, wisdom save, not check.
Oh,
Wait, you said wisdom save?
Wisdom save.
Oh, wisdom save. Alright, I'll redo that. 14. That was.
Lucky and Vaughn, you pass. Callum, you do not. Callum, you see a string jet out from Spade's hand as it lassos around your chest cavity, stabbing into you, and yanks out your soul. Upon doing so, it staples it, stitching it to the contract where he rolls it back up into his hand and slips it into his coat. Now, there's some more incentive for you to actually not fuck it up. Fuck it up and I tear this contract and you're toast.
You certainly don't play nice.
I gotta have my insurance, don't I? But you're not gonna rat us out on the first shindig.
Very thorough you are, dear fellow. Very thorough.
As for you two, if you two fuck up, I'll have Hearts come after you. You two meet Hearts. Oh, sure you need to meet Hearts. I will rip out your spine and break it, little tiny baby man. Now that you've met Hearts, I must surely can move on with business, am I right?
That's right.
Excellent.
You'd say so.
For this, I need you guys to look at the map. And maps.
Maps. There they are.
Clubs, you can explain the details. Righto, boss. Okay, so we have two files here as well as the main objective. I think at least, right? Okay, so our first file, no, I guess your first gig, is to go into the Legis territory and try to find one of our old clients. He, you see, he was a bit of a... God, frog in my throat. You see, he was a bit of a mole, you could say, up on the inside, and, well, things didn't go too well for him. He kind of got fucked over, and his knee got busted up. It wasn't all that great. Kind of painful, actually. Do you think knees are painful when they're busted up? I've never had my knee busted up before. Have you had your knee busted up before? Anyways, so, here's his knee busted up, and he can't move, but we don't know where he is, so we need you to go track him down, please. And, if you do find him, please try to keep him alive. If you can't keep him alive, just take his stuff. We need the books back. We want to know exactly what he was investigating at the time, and if he was ratting us out. If he was the mole, at least. Given that he went into hiding, I think he was the mole. That's for you to decide, anyways. But the other one, well, the other one takes you into the White Hands territory, and they're not too friendly to non-humans. I would not recommend it. You're not human, so you're gonna have a very hard time getting over there. But you need to go to the clock tower. In the clock tower, there's a couple of bishops that hold a lot of power within the White Hand. We need you to go inside and assassinate them. If you can go inside, assassinate them, and get out, it'd be very nice. Otherwise, if you get caught, don't come back here, please. We don't need another incident like we had last time. It was very bloody and not so fun. I had to get the dynamite out. I don't like getting the dynamite out. The dynamite is such a mess. Stains my jeans, and it stains my coat. You can never get blood out of your coat. It takes so long. And then you have to do then you have to do the press. And after the press, they have to have chemicals, and it just stinks for days. And it's awful, awful. You understand, right? Right. Okay. Anyway. So if you can do both those, that'd be very fantastic. But if you don't want to do any of those, they're just loose ends. They don't really matter to us too much. If you just want, you can go to the raid. So we have our first raid planned out for you, nice and simple. It's Itchy and Doze. If you want to know more, we can tell you more, but the best we can tell you is both Itchy and Doze, they're pairs. They come in pairs. Doze, if you will. Itchy is, well, he's a fast son of a bitch. He takes all kind of crap, he takes all kind of caffeine and crack, and he snorts them all together. And when they get mixed up, it's an overdose. It's fucking insane. He's as fast as lightning. Oh, if that's just a crack, I don't know. Does crack make you faster? Lucky, does crack make you faster, Lucky?
I wouldn't know, but I would assume it makes it feel like you're faster.
Okay, maybe it's just a crack. Maybe he has no temporal powers and it's just a crack. Maybe it's caffeine. I don't know. He's a little bit jittery, though. What is, though, that Itchy can dodge any kind of ranged attack thrown at him, but Doze is the real guy you gotta worry about. Doze, he controls time, but he slows things around him. Any projectile you throw at him gets slowed down to a complete halt. He's a pain in the ass. Well, pain in the ass if you use ranged weapons, anyway. If you use a gun, you're fucked. I'm sorry, can't do much to it. It just doesn't happen. However, those are itching those. So, you got file 2, file 3, or the raid. It's up to you. Which one do you want to pick?
I'm honestly up for either, guys. Which ones do you want to choose?
If we don't do the raid immediately, does it pass up, or will it just sit there to be done until we do it?
Out of character, you can do... If you do the raid, the other 2 missions fade and you can't do them again. If you do the other 2 missions, you can do the 2 missions, or you can do the raid. So, like, you do the 2 missions, raid stays there until you complete it. Because that's, like, your next initiation into the next chapter.
Okay. Gotcha. I just want to make sure, that was all.
Yeah, it's in game chapters, so...
Okay. I guess back in character, I would prefer to do a couple of the jobs to try and ease into this line of work. This is not necessarily something I would have done initially. But I'll leave it up to you guys.
I agree with the 2. I say doing some side jobs would probably help. I mean, they are rats after all. And I say a good rat should be squashed, spayed, and also neutered appropriately.
So I guess option 1 it is.
Okay, excellent. So, let me pull up the file. Okay, so, here's what you need to do. There's a banker in the Legis turf who we need to dealt with, and he's cashing his own kind of crops of money. While also making a break for it against us. However, the suspect is a rat, and we also want to know if he was the rat that mulled us out. We have a suspicion he's been leaking information to either the Legis or the Vox Populi, and we just want to know which one it is. So, the only thing we know about him is his name is Joe. That's it. If you can go dig up some nice stuff in the Legis territory, that would be splendid. It's up to you to find out where he is. Although the last known working place that he had was a bank. So, if you want to go there, I'd recommend going there first. But, it's up to you.
Well, it's good to know we're not going entirely blind.
So
Yeah,
his name is Joe, and we don't know what he looks like.
Nope.
Perfect.
Here's the address to
I
the
think we
bank.
can manage.
He writes down in scribbles and hands it to you, but it's just a paper full of scribbles. This says bank on it. The clubs can't actually write.
Oh dear, Raven Queen, help me now. They just pinch their brow.
Well, I think that should
What?
help you out. Anyway, I'm gonna get going now. Have fun. And he walks out the door.
I don't know what was more annoying. The fact that he kept talking for as much as he did, or the fact that he just gave us a thing that just has scribbles on it that says bank.
Yeah, that was interesting, to say the least, but I think we can manage, right?
I mean, how many people can be named Joe in this place?
Look, you probably don't have as much risk here as I do right now. I mean, obviously, soul without body and all. So I suggest one thing. We work together, we do these jobs, as it gain probably the trust of this organization, so that I don't get my soul ripped out of my body because of incompetency that could be made from anyone else. Do I make myself clear here with you all?
I appreciate that it's your soul, but I'm not incompetent, so I'd appreciate if you don't treat me that way, okay?
We'll see
was
about
about
that
to
once we
say,
get into things.
We're not exactly here to be fuck-ups, we're here to do a job.
Good. Then I'll say I'll trust my soul in your hands. Literally, because if any of you fuck up, it's probably on me.
Okay, what are you guys gonna do?
Guess the only thing we can do is just try to go to the bank. It's the only really first lead we have.
Yeah, go to Legis and everything and just get information that we can.
Okay,
Yep.
so Let me switch the map. In the meantime, what'd you think of all the voices?
Pretty good.
That was good.
I like them a lot. Sorry if my mouth sounds a little full. I'm eating my salad while I'm playing. Sorry.
So, I'm eating pizza, so I'm going to use my pointer. So you're starting out here, okay?
Command. L rodeo command load.
Yeah, the map is taking a minute to load. It must be a big map.
Come on, baby. Come on.
Damn, owlbear.
Holy cow, owlbear.
Guys having a hard time?
It's almost. It's just
Owlbear
loading,
just
or it's
isn't
taking a
loading.
little bit.
Yeah, it's
It
not
just-
loading all the way yet.
It just loaded for me.
Oh, it's
still
getting
waiting.
there. If I do this, shut down some programs, maybe it'll unload faster. Just do that real quick. There we go. Now it loaded. All right, just had to
Okay,
shut down some
I'm going
programs.
to get a team marker for you. So, do you guys care what the team marker is or no?
I don't care.
Whatever works.
Yeah, just give me a sec. Someone's calling me.
So, do you see the token named Deck?
Yep.
Yeah.
That is your team token. So, your team token, you can place that wherever you wish to go. So, do you wish to go to, say, like number 3? Or do you just want to go straight for the area?
I would say straight for the area would probably be best.
Might be good to gather some information around town, though. Oh, that's up to you guys.
Looks like Mel's meeting.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like to go to the
But
smiths and
honestly,
shops?
more information's better. Might as well.
So 3
Yeah.
or 1?
3.
Yeah,
Okay.
3. Might as...
You enter a small district of shops where there's all kinds of normal blacksmiths and normal, like, craftsmen of wood and leather and such. Would you like to go in any of the shops?
Mm. You want to go anywhere, Vaughn?
I mean... It doesn't seem like this district will help us too much, but... Just standard blacksmith and normal shops, nothing that really stands out.
Across from the lane from you, see out in the open market area towards that one, there's tons of tents, of markets, all kinds of people walking around, and you see there is a magical smith who's wailing away at some kind of sword.
Okay. I mean... I'd like to take a look at that, honestly. Looks like they're doing something interesting.
Would you all like to go over there?
I'd say so.
Yeah, I'm...
As you head over, you approach the man at the tent, and he has his back turned to you, and he's just hammering away the sword. Each time he hammers into the metal, it begins to spark a little bit with lightning.
Impressive craftsmanship.
Oh, thank you. I am very strong, man. He stops what he's doing and takes the hammer down and turns to you, and you see a muscular man with a 16-pack. Not an 8-pack, a 16-pack. Somehow over-defining life. As he's over-jacked, ripped with all kinds of muscles, you see that atop his head is not a normal man's head, is instead a fat, chubby face of a red bird with puffy cheeks.
If I may ask, what type of sword are you working on?
I am working on magical sword. Smithing for my shop. Are you here to buy?
I would definitely like to take a look if I may, though I might not be able to afford.
Let me give you a picture of what this looks like.
I feel like you're going for heavy from TF2 with the bird head.
Yes. Bird heavy.
Bird up.
Bird up.
Birdman is strong. He walks over to you and says, "What would you like to see? I have many things."
I'll just pull out my own blade and give him a quick show. Anything such as this?
Is your blade, what is it?
It's a katana.
Oh, very nice. Very good culture. It is good tang and good handle. Are you wishing to infuse with magic?
I would definitely like to. How
Ah,
much would that be?
yes! And as he says yes, you just see his body bulk up and all his clothes explode off his body. I shall
Please.
smith weapon.
He still has underwear on at least, right?
It's just his upper shirt.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, oh no, not all the.
Oh no, Birdman has burned up too hard.
It is time to smith. Is there anything that you wish to have in this special weapon? It will cost you 15 gold.
I'd just like to make it more effective, to be honest. And also, in the case of anything that might be tougher than normal, it'd be good to have a slightly magical edge.
Do you have 15 gold for an upgrade?
I do, actually.
Then I can make it strong!
I'm gonna give him the 15 gold.
He says, "No, let me finish work first. Then you give me gold." So you see
Okay.
him walk over, and you see him just grab his hammer and tools as he takes the sword that he's been pounding away and slaps it to the ground and stomps his foot onto it. Bad piece of shit. It is time to make a new weapon. So you see, in the matter of 30 to 45 minutes, his magical smithing magic into this thing, creating a very powerful sword, torrenting. Roll me a d20.
Okay. $17.
Okay. I will type it out in homebrew for you.
Gotcha.
I'm typing it out, just sorry.
No, you're good. Take your time.
Good.
You're fine.
Man, guys, can't believe my character already 5 minutes in already lost their soul.
Don't Don't worry, it happens all the time.
Doesn't it?
Lucky's like, oh, that's every Tuesday.
Yeah, that's every other Tuesday. And Monday. Because no one likes Mondays.
It's a free soul getting pulled out on Mondays because no one likes it.
You know,
I heard it's like chiropractic.
Caleb just wanted to drop a few pounds.
Wow.
That's one way to do it.
Caleb weighs 80 pounds or probably less. Meanwhile, now they weigh like 60.
Almost done. You
I
excited?
heard a soul weighs up to 10 pounds.
Okay. And this is to who?
Snipes, or it's given to Vaughn as well. But you need the character.
So you have gotten Water's Bane. Every swing you can charge up an attack, or a special attack. After 15 charges, by the way, they stack, either in battle or out of battle. After it's all charged up, you can unleash a powerful wave of water in a single slash attack that'll last for 1 minute. The wave will add 2d8 extra damage to each of your hits that you actually hit, and knocks foes back 5 feet. Or you can unleash a massive wave for one attack. For a 15-foot wide, 10 feet tall, it deals 3d10 damage and pushes foes back 15 feet if they fail a strength save of 16.
God damn. That's sick, I'm not gonna lie.
And I will give you an image of what it looks like when I find it. Here is your sword.
That was very impressive.
This is what it looks like. I will post it in the Homebrew channel. You'll have to keep track of your own charges, obviously.
Yeah.
But when unsheathed, that is what the katana looks like.
Okay.
I also hope you enjoy
And,
that I gave you something from what you're wanting to source.
A little bit, yeah. Well, no, I appreciate it, but I appreciate it a lot. I was just gonna say, man, I see this. Okay. And do the charges restack on a long rest, or is this like you roll something and the charges will
No,
restack?
so you roll to hit your attack, right? So say you hit, that's one charge.
Yeah.
You did damage, that's one charge.
Okay.
So if you attack twice
Gotcha.
and you hit both times, that's 2 charges, and they stack after battle. Meaning if you got 4 charges after the battle, great. They stack until you get 15, and you use it. If
Okay.
you use a long rest, yes, all the charges reset. So if you use a long rest, all charges reset after that. Short rest, charges don't reset.
Gotcha. That's all I wanted to make sure because I was writing it down.
Do you need me to make a custom weapon for you?
I can do that in a sec. I was just putting it in a Google Doc just to easy move it over.
Okay. So you are given Water's Bane. He accepts the 15 gold and looks to the rest of you. Would you like magic weapon?
I'm good.
I wouldn't mind one, honestly.
Do you have 15 gold?
Yes, I do.
Give weapon, for I shall make it strong.
I'll just hand him a short sword.
Very nice. The simple weapon. Very simple. What kind of class are you?
Rogue.
Okay. So he goes smithing away. And I'm going to give you... Talk amongst yourselves as I do this. Because you just see this massive fucking man standing 8 feet tall, smacking away at your sword.
His craftsmanship is impressive, I'll give him that.
I'm just impressed he has such handiwork.
I will say, for a master muscle that has the face of a bird, it's quite interesting to be fair with his prowess.
I mean, if he has the eyes of a bird, he might be able to see better.
I'll just keep a note on for good context later on in life.
Hey, maybe he can make my kitchen knife cut a building.
I would love to see that. But I guess I might as well ask, since we're going to be working closely with each other. Why are you guys here?
As I said back in the place, I'm a man and I'm trying to get power. I have my own dreams to live past, and I don't want them to crumble. I just had intel tell me this was a good place to start.
Fair enough. I'm... Well, I can't say I'm here for anything noble. I'm more here for the coin, as well as I just want to get a little bit further up in the world.
Take this from somewhere probably a little older than, and they need to be for the wisdom I have. You always need to make sure you have power to gain money, because money's nothing without the power behind it.
That is
Strength is
true.
absolute in this world. I know that all too well, dear fellow.
And I know that as well. No, at least I tend to think that, but not everybody does. But good to see somebody at least thinks a little bit similarly. What about you? And looks down at Lucky.
Obviously, just here for the coin.
Figured, you look like someone that only wants gold more than anything else, nobility-wise.
How could somebody like me be noble?
Exactly.
At least you can see.
Quite a Matarachi band I have here.
You're not too joyful yourself, to be honest.
Being joyful spends too much time, too much energy. There's things I like, there's things I don't. We're all just human in the end, aren't we? At least, we live in the same plane as them.
Was about to say, I ain't human.
Obviously not. It's a metaphor.
Okay, I got your
Suppose
sword
so.
ready.
Ooh, let's see what the bird brings.
So, he brings over to a greenish-looking short sword and sets it on the table, accepting your 15 gold. You've gotten the Toxic Jet. When sneaking/hidden, you can, instead of slashing, use a ranged attack that has 20 feet. It's a normal swing to hit, and instead you do 6d for poison damage. The target must make a con save of 13 or higher, and if they fail, they are slowed by 5 feet of movement.
Does that have any type of what is it? Charges per day type of thing?
No.
So it could just be used, I'll just say, quote unquote, infinitely, as long as
Oh,
sneaking slash hidden.
I didn't add the charges. I'm very sorry.
You're good.
I forgot.
And honestly, I don't even know how to add weapons to D&D Beyond
I can do it for you.
like that. Thank you.
Let me go to your character sheet real quick. So you pick up your sword, and what do you think?
Looks interesting, to be honest. Is it pretty much the same weight as before?
It's a little bit heavier.
Honestly, interesting. Might be able to hack something with this. A little bit of the professional courtesy.
And then I copy this. To here. Okay. I'm gonna go to your actions, manage custom, make a spell. Would you guys like to do anything else while I'm doing this?
I think that would be it. Unless somebody else wants to say or do something.
I'm just gonna look at Caleb for a second and ask, are you sure there isn't anything you need to pick up in this district while we're here?
Vials. 10 of them at least.
Well, I imagine we can probably find somebody who has them.
Good. Then my plans should be going swimmingly.
You're looking for what now?
A place that sells like vials, like
You
potion
can-
vials or like
Oh.
beads and everything. I assume a smith place doesn't have things like that.
Okay, if you refresh your page, I have the... Oh, one in a moment. I didn't add that. D4. That doesn't make any sense. Come on, game. Why are you doing this to me? Well, that's not right. Trying to get it to notice the con save. D&D Beyond, why are you so fucking awful?
Yeah, sometimes it can be a little weird, huh?
Yeah, it's D&D Beyond, man. It just.
Yeah, I was about to say everything acts pretty wacky.
Yeah, Roll20's not any better. It can
Really?
have
I
its-
changed it from ranged attack? Okay, whatever. So it's done now.
Okay. Thank you.
So
Sorry.
on your thing you have the toxic jet weapon, which is just the normal and then you have the toxic jet as a bonus action that you can do when you're sneaking.
Perfect. Thank you.
You will have disadvantage if you try to do it too close, obviously, because it is ranged. But if you're as long as you're like a little bit ranged, more than like 10 feet, you should be good.
Alright.
And by the way, you can do the toxic jet as a bonus action and run up and still sneak attack. You understand.
Yeah.
So you head off to a different cellar as you find a potion cellar, and all that happens is you see the Birdman move into. He takes off one of his hats, and you see him move into another tent. He puts on a green hat and some glasses, and he looks at you. Well, my friends, what can I do for you today?
Okay, I guess we're doing this now. Alright. Hello there, dear fellow. No,
Oh,
I'm
yes.
Caleb Gatash. And I would like to know if you have empty vials. Simply 10 of them.
You want some empty vials? I have a few
Yes.
of them. He takes out a box and sways some dust off some. This is the box of empty vials I have. How many do you need?
At least 10 of them.
Oh, tens of them. Each one will cost you 2 silver pieces. So 20 silver pieces or 2 gold pieces.
It'll work out in the long time, Caleb. Alright, I'll give you 2 gold pieces then.
Thank you
Deal.
very much. He hands you over the 10 vials. They do not come with corks, though. You have to buy the corks separate.
And may I tell how much is each cork worth?
Oh, each cork is worth at least 3 copper.
Like I said, it's for the long run, Caleb. You just have to do it right now. Alright, I'll take 10 corks then.
So that would be 30 copper, or that will be 1 silver and 20 copper. Or 2 silver and 10 copper.
I guess 2 silver and 10 copper it is then.
Why, thank you, my friend. And he hands you the 10 corks. Thank you for doing business with us. Would you like to buy on the other potions? We have some revitalizations, some haste potions, antidotes, food potions, the whole shebang. Or if you want, we have the special vault where you can see the understock. The very rare potions.
Kind of raises the eyebrow. You don't say.
Yes, they are the very deadly curses. They are part of my personal collection, taken from the many cults that I've been through.
Why not? I'll entertain this. Show me your wares, good sir.
What do you want to see?
Let me think. I'm assuming you have more, eccentric things in your little box there.
Oh, they are very pricey. I would only recommend seeing them if you can pay for them.
How pricey we're talking?
Oh, at least 180 gold per bottle.
Unfortunately, I do not have that kind of money.
Oh,
I
then
don't
I
keep
guess you
that.
cannot see them then. How sad.
Sad for now.
They are very expensive, but they're very much worth it. So great in power, so very powerful.
Alright. Well then, how much for the haste then?
For the what?
The haste potion, he said.
He didn't say he had a haste potion.
Oh, he didn't? I thought he did. Sorry, I must have misheard. My bad.
He has restoration potions, some other buff potions, that's about it. You can inquire about a haste potion.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll inquire if he has a haste potion or not, because I thought you did say.
Well, a haste potion is very hard to come by these days because it combines so many different kinds of magic. However, if you want to get the same form of haste, we have a revitalization potion, we have a strengthening potion, and we also have a speed potion in which you could drink together, but I would not recommend it. They might give you some indigestion and some sickness afterwards.
Very unpleasant then.
Well, if you want the divide effects, then I would recommend that you take some, but if you don't, I mean, you don't have to.
I'll be in contact with you about your special box when I have the money.
Very
That seems
well,
more
very
interesting.
well. Thank you for stopping by. You guys want to go anywhere else?
At least in this district, I think I'm good personally.
I think I'm good as well.
Okay. Where do you want to move into Legis territory?
Yeah, I think that. I mean, what do you guys want to do? I think
Do
probably
you
would
want to
be.
head to the bank address, or do you want to?
Do we want to explore more, or do we want to get down to business and get to the bank?
I'm first gonna take one of those tablets out that I got and put it in one of the vials. It was with my water skin, or I guess water bottle, wherever we have in this universe.
Okay. Now what?
Right, there we go. I got one of them. Random
I
color.
guess. I guess we should probably move to the bank and get what we're supposed to do done, right?
I don't see what else we can do. Gotta find this Joe.
Okay, so you head to the bank where your barely legible chicken scratch leads you into here. As you see, there is a bank in golden letters, the Golden Capital, in which you were instructed to go to one of the banks here. In this bank, you walk up the steps, and inside on both sides, you know Grogord or from Harry Potter, the bank?
Yeah, Gringotts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you walk inside, and similar to Gringotts, there's little tiny goblins on each of the pedestals, like writing and stuff. And there is a duck that pulls a wagon behind it full of paper to one side or the other. And at the center, there is not a goblin, instead, there is a hobgoblin taking notes. You walk in, some of them look up at you and go back to their work. What would you like to do?
So, excuse me. So we have to look. I'll just look to this. So, what's the plan of attack here? Well, I shouldn't say attack, but what's the plan here? How are we supposed to find
Really
them?
have much to go on. We only have a name, a location, and that's it. So the only thing we really can do now is to go off that. Guess the best case scenario is to look around and ask every old Joe here who knows a person named Joe.
Yeah, I suppose there's no better idea. So,
It'll probably be good to actually act the actual bank tellers. If they have an account open, they could at least give us a name.
All of you make me a Constitution saving throw.
oh, okay.
Uh,
15.
23.
The other one?
nat 20.
Okay.
So 28.
So, Lucky, you hear a bell swing and then bong as it hits, and it fills your ears with a loud ringing that gives you a headache. Everyone else, you just hear a bell ring.
Oh, fuck, what the hell?
What, do bells bother you or something?
No, I don't know what the hell that was. That shit hurt my ears.
As all the bells ring, the goblins and the hobgoblin get off their stands and go for their lunch break. The hobgoblin then approaches and says, we'll be back later. We gotta get our lunch break in.
May I ask a quick question before you head off to lunch?
Is a question about banking?
A person, actually. We were looking for a person named John. He might have had an account here.
John, you say?
Yeah.
I don't know a John, but I do know a Joe.
Well, I guess that's better than nothing. Who is this? Well, who is Joe?
Joe's the guy you're looking for, not John, but it's okay.
Oh, I heard John. Whoopsie, sorry.
Well,
It's your
there was a guy named Joe here that worked a little while ago. It was a few months back, and he was a good attendant, good assistant, and he just disappeared one day. I was not able to give him his check. More money for my pockets then. But I've been claiming a salary ever since. It's a nice pay raise, I say. But that's beside the point. Anyways, I don't know where Joe's been, but he did not make any returns or withdrawals from his account of any sort. However, he did make a strange sort of telling of me. He said that someone is that they were coming. I don't know who they were, but could be anyone. Joe was a man of great esteem and, well, shitty jobs, but he did his job very well. Now, excuse me, I need to go plow a bitch and get myself a sup.
Okay then.
He walks outside and you hear screaming and he beats someone to death with a plow.
How quaint. Anyways, I guess we got some information, but I think we get a bit more. So there has to be at least some records that he worked here then, correct? If he's been here. In which case, what I'm about to ask may sound a bit insane, but please bear with me. There should be records of at least estates or someplace he lived, possibly even a full name we can go off of in the back.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we can if we have to, right?
Well, at this point, we didn't really get that big of a lead on the man, and from him, this is probably the best next thing. However, I guess I should, and I just point with my cane to, you, little fellow. How good are you at getting information? You seem small enough to sneak around places.
I mean, it's good as you if you're able to climb stuff.
I can. That's not the point, really. The point is, I want to know how nimble you are on your feet.
Probably as good as you, I'd assume.
Unfortunately, I have a bit of a cricket leg. I can only go in short bursts, more or less. Not as nimble as I used to be.
I wouldn't say that there's better than me, but I wouldn't say there's worse than me. I would say I'm pretty average.
Well, Lucky,
Alright.
you want to sneak in the back?
Yeah.
Roll me stealth, Lucky.
$31.
Okay, you got a 31.
Good
Yeah.
lord.
So instead of
I
sneaking, you sneaked so good you snuck out of your own dimension. You're now in the plane of limbo.
You're one with the shadows.
So you just see everyone in the party. You just see him like crouch down, and like a chameleon just fucking phase out of existence.
I didn't know kobolds could do that.
You are in the plane of limbo
That's
now.
impressive.
No one but shadows can see you.
Damn. I've only been here a few times.
As you walk into the back, you find there is large rows and rows of bookshelves of all kinds of scrolls and records. Roll me investigation if you want to try to find him.
33.
With such good investigation skills, you notice that all the bookshelves are labeled with letters. And so you go to J, and then you go scrolling down, and you find there are multiple scrolls of Joe's, all with different addresses. With your deductive skills, roll me an insight.
Oh shit.
Uh-oh.
16.
With your deductive skills, you notice that you may be able to lower it down by the number and the date of last seen. As he said, he hasn't made any purchases or any kind of inference to come into work, and all his transactions have been going to the Hobgoblin. So eventually you find a book in which is named Joland Doe.
Can't get any more basic than that. Start
Oh,
scribbling down some information as I'm reading it.
you just want to take the book?
Oh yeah, I wasn't sure if I could get away with it or not.
You're in the plane of limbo. No one sees you.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Literally
So I'll
no
just
one.
take it.
You just grab the book and it shifts into the plane of limbo with you.
Then I'll just head on out
I
of
just
the area I'm
imagine
in.
with a derpy face, you just waddle back to the group.
Then just uncrouches and reveals themselves again.
You just kind of like you just kind of crouch back down again, shoop, reveal yourself, and you're back up to your normal stance. You just hold the book.
Here's
Well.
what you're looking for.
Well, that was fast.
Good lord. Are you just a gremlin?
Little goblin
I mean-
powers. Fucking gremlin
Some
mode.
people call me that.
Searching for beans at 9 a.m., boys.
As
You
they
tell
always
me
do.
for the beans.
Well, this is correctly the right one, I'm assuming.
I would have to assume so.
I mean, it looks like I guess the date probably matches up from what I can at least gleam at. At least we have an address now, in which case we at least have a place to investigate. It's probably best that we keep this out of sight.
Better off. It is your soul on the line anyway.
Right. And I
Would
just put it
you-
in your backpack.
Would you like to read the book? Once you're out of the bank.
Yeah, like we're putting it in the backpack. We're not letting that in our hands when
Once
we go out.
you
Crazy.
exit the bank and get a little bit down a road, do you want to take it out and read it?
Yeah, after I guess we look around, make sure that no one's around. I guess so.
Yeah, I would
Do-
like.
Yeah, do a perception real quick, make sure.
I would also like to double check that if that's okay.
Go for it.
19.
Volrin,
15.
you are so good in your perception that you find a cat next to your ankle.
Fair enough. I just look down. Can I try and pet the cat?
Animal handling.
Oh, baby, I'm about to get scratched. 11.
You go down to pet the cat and it sniffs you and then kind of hisses at you and walks away.
Oh, that's about right for my luck. What does
We
the
try
book
that with
say?
me. It'll be more than just hissing. Just so you know.
I mean,
Okay.
you're not a house
So-
cat. So...
You look into the book and you find that Joe Doe has been living at a certain residence and that none of his mail has been coming back from the bank. You also can find this as it is nearby. And okay, we're unpaused. Now to move on. So you now know where his destination is. So I am going to move you to there. And now change the map. Okay.
Oh, that worked, thank God.
Sorry for the fuzzy image, this was an upscale thing.
It happens.
So
I was gonna say, you're good. As long as we can make it out, I don't think we're gonna have any
Yeah, I was
problem.
about to say.
you are now in front of Joe's house. Joe Lendo's house. What do you guys want to do?
Can I try to take a look around and see if anybody's home, like from the outside? If there's any windows or anything like that?
There are... I'll mark the windows for you. That's not a light enough color, sorry. I'll mark them in pink. There you are.
Okay.
Would you like to move around and go look at the windows?
I would like to attempt to, if that's okay.
Go for it. Roll me perception.
Yeah. 23.
So as you look in all the windows, you can see that there was some kind of scuffle that happened on here. There's all kinds of plates and pots everywhere. There's all kinds of scratch marks all over the place. And there's 2 pools of blood inside. One by a couch and one near the kitchen. And there's a dead body by the couch.
Guys, we should probably get inside. Something happened here and somebody's dead.
As well as you can see there are bloody footsteps that lead into a door. I'll show you what that is. I will draw a square. The bloody footsteps lead in there.
Okay. Can I check the doorknob if there's a door right here to see if it's unlocked or
You most certainly can.
okay. I'll just try to lightly like turn it as little as I can and try to open it quietly if that's possible.
Sleight of hand.
Yee. That is an 18.
You open up the door quietly as you come inside, and you are met with a putrid smell of a rotting corpse. As you look over, it looks like the corpse that is laying next to the sofa has been there for at least a week.
Oh, that seems about right. Guys, if we're going to go in, I guess we should probably check it out. But it might be better to send the little one in to make sure that there's nothing still in the house. I doubt it, but there looks like some footsteps that were heading to the door on the left.
Well, I agree with that, considering Mr. Chameleon here can apparently go invisible.
Nah, I'm just invisible to the naked eye when I stand still.
Okay, Drax.
So, Lucky, what you gonna do?
I'm gonna roll stealth and try to see what I can find inside.
Okay.
Oh, wait, actually, is that considered an ability check?
I'm actually going to... Oh, sorry, I'll let you do your thing. Sorry, I was
I
thinking
got
out
a
loud.
2, but I'd never played a rogue before. Does that fall underneath reliable talent?
I don't think so.
No.
Not that I know of. What does your reliable talent say?
Whenever you make an ability check that lets you add proficiency bonus, you treat the d20 roll of a 9 or lower as a 10.
Oh. Would that
Then yes,
help them?
instead you have a 25.
Perfect. Alright, so it's 25.
Okay. You, again, you don't go chameleon style, but you are just very sneaky, low to the ground. So you get on all fours and kind of climb around to the ground like some sort of fucking cursed image of a lizard.
It's on all fours, just scuttling around like an insect.
Fucking went full on gremlin. So as you sneak around and go inside, you see that the corpse that is to the left of you in a pool of blood, I will make a token there for you. He's dead. And so he's dead in his own pool of blood. It seems like he's been rotting there for a while. And then you also see there's a kitchen table, and surprisingly there's also bloody footsteps kind of at the kitchen table right here. But as soon as they're at the kitchen table, they stop. And
So the footsteps are at the kitchen table and they just stop right there.
yeah.
Weird.
You also see there is some blood near the kitchen, and the kitchen is completely tore to shit. Would you like to go investigate the kitchen?
Yeah.
Move token.
I can't tell where the door is for the kitchen, but I think it's somewhere over here. Maybe? Not sure. Thank you.
As you move into the kitchen area, you can see there are pots and pans everywhere, and there's a pot of stew that has been sitting there, rotting. But it's very spoiled. And you also find a recipe of how to make a souffle cake.
I take that. That's mine now.
You also find a pet dish. Maybe this man had a cat?
Interesting. I guess I'll try to investigate the other footsteps across the way.
Okay. So you're going to move to the door then?
Yeah.
As you move to the door, you surprisingly hear breathing on the other side. Heavy, ragged breathing.
Can I check if the door's locked without actually making any sound?
Sleight of hand.
That would technically be a 25 since this reliable talent comes in again.
You, once again, know the door is locked without even touching it.
Door's locked without even touching it.
You just kind of put your hand up, and you're like, it's locked.
Can I use some thieves' tools to try to get in there?
You can. Roll me sleight of hand again.
25 again.
You mean 17 plus 15, 32. Right?
Oh no, it's 7, so it does the same rule that applies again, so it'd be 25 again.
Okay. So
Yeah.
you open up the door, and upon opening up the door, you peek in just a crack, and you see there is a man ragged with 2 gunshot wounds in his stomach, as he's managed to kind of like stuff some stuff on it as it's bleeding onto him, stained. The rancid smell of rotting blood is coming from there, but you see that he's like eating some cheese right now.
He's just eating some cheese.
Yeah, he's eating a block of cheese.
I'll just go back to the front door and just try to wave him in.
Okay, what are you guys gonna do?
I guess Vaughn will follow in.
Yeah.
That is not a pleasant smell.
You enter in, and it fills your nostrils with a putrid smell of rotting flesh. It's awful. It stings your nose and twists your bowels.
I just try to whisper over to both of them. One half dead man in that room over there. Just points over to the door.
We should probably get inside and check and see if we can get anything out of them.
Well, there's only 2 options here. Either the dead corpse right there is Joe, or the one in there that's dying is Joe.
Oh, let's give it a check, shall we?
I really hope it's not the 3rd option and any of them are.
Okay. So what are you gonna do about the door?
So it's the door isn't opening fully, correct? Or
It's not fully opened.
I believe we can fully open it.
You can't open it. You just might get shot.
uh, I guess might as well just yell through the door. So, are you Joe?
And what if I am?
Well, we came here to check on you, but it seems like there was some sort of scuffle out here. What exactly happened?
Some guy came into my house and tried to kill me. I was doing notes and then I turned around and managed to blow 2 holes into him. He had a shorty and stuck 2 slugs in me.
Oh, that does not sound pleasant. So,
I
is it
can't.
okay?
I can't move.
It's honestly impressive you're still alive.
Yeah. I managed to have some health potions on me. Patched me up, but I can't seem to move my legs.
If I come through the door, are you going to shoot me?
What if. How can I know that you're not just one of those other freaks from the Vox trying to kill me?
Well, I can confirm we're not from the Vox.
I don't believe your lies. Give me proof.
I'm just gonna. I'm just gonna turn to Caleb and Lucky real quick. So, you guys have an idea of how to convince him?
I could try.
Not a very convincing creature myself, so I think
Oh,
that'd be
he's
better off somebody else does it.
he seems pretty set. Unless we provide him with some proof. I don't know if that note with the terrible chicken scribble would count, but we could try.
We could indeed. Here, let me give it a shot. I'm just gonna shimmy over. Hello, I assume who I'm talking to here is Joe?
Yes.
My name is Caleb Katach. And we were hired to find you, since you've been missing for quite a while.
Okay.
I heard from my friends here, or at least from you through the door, you're not in the great best of shape.
I can't move.
Can you feel anything in your legs at all?
No, I don't feel anything in my legs. They're all purple and black.
It might have went to his spine then. Alright, listen. I need you to trust me here. I can get you out of there, if need be, and get you to a place is like have actual professional medication and treatment. But what I need to know is that if you can trust my words right now, as I say, I can get you out of there.
I
As I
need
said, I'm
proof.
here.
I said it before, I need proof that you're not with the Vox.
Alright then. If you need proof then, and I could just leave you here and let you die out then, and get your proof, because I don't have it on me right now, unless you want to see a banknote about where you were, with chicken scratch on it. That's the only proof I have. So, regardless, either A, I leave, try and get you proof, come back here and you die, because literally you can't move your legs, and the hemorrhage of your legs will probably burst, or B, I can get you out of there now, and possibly save your life.
I
My
want the
proof
proof.
is that I can save you. Of course you do. They always want proof when you're trying to be reasonable to save their lives. Alright. Look, I don't actually have any proof, Lucky. So I need you to do me a favor. You help me get some proof from the people we work with.
I mean, you do have that one note from clubs.
That is true. But I'm not sure if it's gonna be enough, but how about this? I'll actually try and give it to him and say, this is the only thing I have for proof for you, if it works. Works out.
You gonna slide it under
And I'm
the
gonna
door?
put my hand through yeah, I'm gonna put my hand through to slide the note in.
As you slide it in, he takes a sword and stabs it, and then he looks at the note. Oh, no, don't make me grab it. Don't make me grab that. No, I don't. No, I refuse. And as you peek your eye through the door, you see that he's shaking not to grab it, and you see some silverish wires in the air attached to his body as he grabs the note, and as he grabs it, the name Joe lights up on it as it then warps and explodes. Boom! The body is eviscerated along with the room.
Oh, by
Sorry
the
to
way-
interrupt, but Snipes got DC'd.
Oh yeah, Snipe isn't here right now. Looks like he got DC'd, so he needs to come back in.
So the note exploded on him.
Yeah, Cactus, you bring Snipes back up first. He's not here right now.
Sure, 1 minute.
Sorry about that. I got DC'd for a sec.
Okay, I said that the note lit up with his name, Joe, and he was screaming, I don't want to touch that, as you see silverish wires, almost like a puppeteer, grab the note. It lights up with Joe and then explodes, shredding all the flesh off his body with a massive fireball of an explosion, burning him to only bones, and crumbling part of the room around you, blowing out the wall next to Lucky.
That doesn't look good.
Well,
Yes, they're just trying to clean some stuff up, but that's one way to do it.
to be fair, I wanted more information out of him, but I guess still we got the job done.
There are still the silverish stings wrapped around this corpse, though, as if he was being puppeteered.
So what's going on with that?
Not sure what that's all about.
Anyone want to roll a check on it?
Yeah, what would it be?
Arcana.
Investigation, I'm assuming? Or Arcana? Ooh.
Ooh, my
Sure,
Arcana's not
I'll-
good, but... Oh, there's the nat one.
Alright, sure, I'll roll Arcana.
You know, you're not even sure if strings even exist as a concept.
That's a 17.
You think strings are fake news and propaganda brought on by the knitting world. You think that actually strings are just little tiny goblins holding things together inside your clothing now. That is your true belief.
Oh boy.
Oh my god.
So I got a 17 for Arcana.
You notice that the magic goes up into the ceiling, across, down the wall, as if going into a basement of sorts.
Looks like the job's not done then.
I guess so.
Alright, looks like we're going to a basement now.
But there's no basement in sight. Or entrance.
Hmm. I guess we'll have to look around. Maybe there is one. Can I roll investigation or something like that to look around for something?
You can.
I'll give you the help action since we're both looking, so roll
Okay.
an advantage, I guess.
21 was the highest on the first one.
Okay. So you look around, and you notice that there's only one more step to blood, as if it's in front of the table, but it just stops. It's not like you could have wiped his shoes off at the table. And weirdly enough, the whole wall exploded out, but there's some kind of like stone grafted onto one part of the wall that hasn't been blown off yet. It's just sitting on this corner post of the wall. That should have been taken off there unless it was reinforced with something.
Hmm. I guess I'll go check that stone and see if I can maybe do some sort of action like push it or something that will cause something to go off because it looks like there might be a
Insight.
door or something under the table. Okay. That's a 9.
You know, stones on walls are very good decorations. And you think maybe, you would hang up a stone too. What kind of stone would you hang up on a wall?
I don't know, a piece of marble or something?
Yeah, you think it's a piece of marble. You don't know if it's suspicious or not.
Okay.
I shall also do an insight on the wall. Yes, this wall is very wall. This stone is very stone. I see through your lies. I know what you are. That's a 22.
Okay, what are you gonna do with the stone?
That was my insight to see if this is like, the thing.
It looks like a switch.
I'm going to carefully actually try and activate a switch while having myself out of the way of the front of it to the side, just in case. So would I have to roll sleight of hand for that?
Yes.
Alright, let's see. Let's go, baby. Oof, that's a 9.
It doesn't matter, because the switch only goes one way. You switch it, and the table then reveals itself to some steps that go down. They lead down into the floor.
Well,
So, Cobalt's Forest, after all?
yeah.
I'm always good at putting my way in secret entrances. I'll just stealth up again, I guess. And I'll just be the first one to go down the steps. $34.
1 minute. Okay, so you're gonna go down the steps?
Yep.
Whoops. You go back here. Copy your tokens. Okay, copy you guys. Now, we're gonna go to the stone. I have to delete this from a previous session. 1 minute, sorry. What do you guys expect when you're going down here?
I mean, my character, not really sure. Some sort of secret compartment, maybe somewhere they store information or weapons, something like that.
Traps. Many, many traps.
Well, that
It's a
too,
secret,
yeah.
it's a secret entrance.
Obviously, I expect floor
Oh my god.
and wall.
Wall. Can't forget
And
ceiling.
ceiling.
Yeah, you can't forget ceiling.
I can't believe I forgot ceiling.
Okay, let me get the token up. So you walk down to a basement and you see a cackling man covered in masks, completely wooden, looking like a scarecrow.
Oh lord, what is that?
Something probably not good.
Can we tell if it's cackling at us or is it looking away?
It doesn't even know you're there.
Well, it would appear it doesn't know we're here yet.
It's just looking at a desk. So like this and this.
Does it look like it's rummaging through stuff or is it just looking at the desk?
It's just looking at the desks, and you find there's tables everywhere down here. It slowly turns around and looks at you. Oh, it seems you've decided to join me. How very wonderful. He points a finger at you, Lucky. I need you to make me a intelligence saving throw.
Damn it. 14.
You pass. He attempted to hijack your mind.
Joke's on you, my head's already empty.
Combat initiative. Roll me initiative.
I was gonna say, I wasn't sure if that started it or not.
Yeah, I wasn't sure yet.
uh, that's a 5.
That's a 9.
That's a
Oofa.
19.
Oh my god.
There we go. Thanks, Mel. We can pull it back a little
At
bit.
least someone got something.
I'll make a combat initiative in OOC. Callum. Lucky. Callum, you're up first.
It's a me, Callum. So, with that thing pointing the finger at us, I'm going to do something then. And I'm going to also put my finger at you. And I will... let's see how many things I can do here. Alright.
Every square is 5 feet.
Every square is 5 feet. Okay. we're gonna do a cantrip here. Actually, I'm gonna use firebolt at it. So let's hope it hits, baby. Uh, 14. Does a 14 hit?
14 does hit.
Alright. So damage. Let's see how much damage. Alright, that, and if I believe correctly, I also have, because of what I am, let's see, yeah, elemental affinity. So any spell that uses like the element I am, which is fire, gets an extra +5 on that. So that would actually be 23 damage. It's to it of fire.
23 damage, you said?
Yeah, 23
You're doing
damage.
double because he's made out of wood, so that's 46. He screams out, "Ah, I'm on fire, you fucking fool!"
No shit.
Does that end your turn?
And I'm going to scoot back over here behind everyone because don't touch him, I'm sterile. And that was my turn.
Okay, Lucky, it's your turn.
I will...
You're 20 feet away from him.
20 feet? Alright. I will move up to him and give him the good hack and slash of Booming
I was
Blade.
gonna say you're, still, you were in sneak if you wanted to use your bonus action.
Oh.
But
Yeah, then I'll use my bonus action to try out the Toxic Jet
so go back.
from where it was.
Roll to hit.
Yeah. $27.
You hit.
Do I just roll damage as normal at the same time, or...?
You would roll me the toxic shot damage. It's a custom action down below. It's in your bonus action column.
16 damage.
Okay. And
If he passes the con.
passes the con save. So you do 16 damage as a bonus action. He is not poisoned or slowed. Now you can move up to him and hit him.
Alright, I'll move up to him and in the good old bonk. Or at least attempt to. $20.
Okay, 20 hits.
11 damage plus the Booming Blade. So that is
17.
17, thank you. And I will attempt to move back. And if he takes the attack opportunity, I don't land.
You're moving back?
Yeah.
Okay. It is now his turn. Joe is going to attempt to move towards you, Lucky. And he is going to take a quadra slice at you.
He takes 15 damage from the booming blade.
Okay. That's 15 more damage. 5 doesn't hit. 13 doesn't hit. 13 doesn't hit. 7 doesn't hit. He misses all 4 slashes against you.
Jesus.
It is now Volrin's turn.
Okay. I'm just gonna move the 15 feet to get to him. I'm just gonna run up and I'll make my first set of attacks. $19. Also, I should mention the damage type I chose for the thing is lightning, just for at least this long rest. Does a 19 hit?
Yes.
Okay. First hit does 11. I'm going to use the Endless Breath feature, which I can roll a d6 of the element damage, which is lightning, to add to it. It also does 6 lightning damage. And then, you can attack 3 times. So, I'm going to attack again. $26 hits.
Yep.
I'm just for the sake of brevity, I'm going to roll the last attack, and a 28, so those both hit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's 13. That's 13 slashing. 15 slashing. And then the 2d6. And then 6 and 5 lightning damage.
Let me add all this up real quick.
Yeah.
11, 17, 20, 30, 40, 51. You killed him.
Oh.
In your Jiu-Jitsu strike. Yeah. In your Jiu-Jitsu strike, as you continue you just slash at him over and over again and completely fillet him.
Well, I guess that's the end of him for now.
As it drops, he fades away into nothing, leaving behind only a fleshy mask of his face.
That's interesting.
That was
And
very
this is
interesting.
where we're going to end session.